Hello everyone, and welcome to another oddschecker.com/US preview of a primetime NFL game. My name is Mattek from sportsgrid.com, and I am here to preview the Pittsburgh Steelers playing at the Cincinnati Bengals. And gotta say, this is one of my least favorite styles of games to bet on, to watch. It is a massive favorite game between only an above average team and then possibly the worst team in the NFL, the Cincinnati Bengals. I mean, obviously we could say that the New York Jets are pretty close, though they did get their first win on Sunday. If you go to oddschecker.com/US, you'll see that the Steelers are minus 14-point favorites. They are minus 820 on the money line. The Bengals are plus 725 on the money line, the best line you can find. And the total for this game is 40.5. So I think the right place to start is, what happens when the Steelers play bad teams? So first week of the season, they play against the New York Giants. They beat that team by 10. Week 2, they play against a bad Broncos team. They win by 5. The Texans, I'll give them a slide. I don't think the Texans are bad. They blow out the Cleveland Browns. They play very competitive games against the Titans, Ravens, and the Cowboys. They beat the Bengals by 26 back in Week 10. However, that game was certainly, I think, a little bit of a weird game overall. I just think that was one of the spots where Burrow was a little bit overmatched. He got sacked 4 times. And obviously Ryan Finley is worse than Burrow, right? But I'm not trying to say that because they covered in the one game, they are for sure going to cover here. They beat the doors off of Jacksonville. Almost lost to the RG3 Ravens. I guess they didn't almost lose, but the score was very close. They certainly did not cover. And then consecutive losses to the Washington football team and the Buffalo Bills. Really, this is just a long way of me trying to talk myself into dispelling the myth that the Tomlin Steelers play down to their competition. I think the answer is just that the Tomlin Steelers have never really been that great. They've been good, but not phenomenal and league-changing. So the Steelers are 20th in the NFL in offensive DVOA, but clearly they are the best defense in the NFL. They're number 1 in the NFL in defensive DVOA, and they are better than the Saints by a good margin, better than the Rams, and of course better than the Washington football team, whereas the Bengals are not really good at anything. They are 30th in the NFL in offensive DVOA, 29th in the NFL in defensive DVOA, though they are randomly 6th in the NFL in special teams DVOA. Really, I would look at it like this. Ryan Finley has put together a small sample in the NFL of just being so bad. He's thrown 106 passes in the NFL over 2 seasons. He has started 3 games, 2 passing touchdowns, 2 interceptions, has a YPA of 5.2 over those passes. And really, he was not a tremendously good quarterback at North Carolina State either. Averaged 7.6 YPA there, 63 touchdowns to 30 interceptions. Actually had to transfer from Boise State to North Carolina State to even find playing time. So this is all a long-winded way of saying I am going to be taking the Steelers at minus 14. I would greatly prefer 13.5, though, of course, I will not be buying any points. I would just be waiting to see if that line does end up moving much at all, though I think that it probably will not. And then also, I would actually lean the over at 40.5 here, just because I don't really expect this Bengals defense to stop much of anyone. So, going to take the Steelers minus 14, take them on the money line as well, and then the over of 41.5. Everyone, of course, good luck with your wagers on Monday night.